Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Klonoa playthrough. This song is finally complete! Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's just so beautiful! And now, let's head on to the final vision. Oh, this is amazing. I love it.
Pポピプヒプピーパピピークヒピプククププヒプパピピプパピパフューフピーヒプパピパピピープヒプピプパピパフープマニャカルパルバニュー
And here we go. Here is our big, evil final boss fight against Nahutum, the Dream at Nightmare's End, and he's certainly a slightly challenging blighter, let's put it that way. Because there's very little that we can actually do to hurt him ourselves. If we threw any of these death moves at him, we're not going to do anything. We need to use these cannons to cause massive damage. So what you need to do is you need to pick up the death moves, fire them at the cannons, and once all cannons have been filled with ammo, then death and destruction will come. I believe that the song for this first phase of the fight is called Nightmares On. Although it could equally be the instrumentality. I'm not quite sure. Nightmares On could have also been the cutscene at the end of the last vision. It gets all slightly complicated when you end up with these little things and moments. But it's fine because it's a really cool theme, and as sort of derpy looking as Nahutum looks, he's easily the most threatening thing that we have faced. I mean, just look at him. He's huge, he has 4 glowy red eyes, and a massive tongue that is trying to eat us. This is the mark of something that's quite terrifying. There's a couple of fun little things with Nahutum, is that he actually appears as a human-sized playable character in Klonoa Beach Volleyball, which I find hilarious. And also he's the only boss in the series that consists of more than 2 phases, which is also awesome. He has 3 phases, that's how much more than 2 he has. But yeah, he's a fascinating beast, and I would say he probably looks more terrifying in the original Klonoa Daughter's Phantom Isle. I think probably because low poly does that, whereas in that first phase he's quite rotund, which is not the most terrifying thing in the world, but still. Now, music right now I believe to be Rapid Eyes Inside. So obviously it's the eyes and so on and so forth. And I have to say, I really cannot believe that I am now at the end of Klonoa already. I mean, I know it's a short game, it is, but it is just such a delight to play. And I adore it. I mean, even when you got these darker moments in the game, and I would say that while the finale of Klonoa Wii / Daughter Phantom Isle is not as all-consumingly terrifying as your bog-standard Kirby final boss, because those things are generally nightmare fuel. Whereas Nahatoom is meant to be nightmare fuel, but perhaps doesn't quite pull it off as effectively as the Kirby bosses, with bleeding eyes and all that sort of stuff, where they are actively far too dark for the game that they are being present in. Nahatoom is nightmarish, but he fits nicely, I suppose, into the world of Klonoa and not too frightening for kids until he gets to this phase where you've got skeleton face, you've got blowing up chest. He looks a lot more terrifying here, and actually I'd say that this phase is easily the most difficult to deal with because of all the holes in the platform. And I believe the song for this section of the boss fight is called The Ring, which is very, very right, I feel. So yes. And I would say that this is definitely the most challenging bit of the fight, and as I said before, it's because of all the holes, and also because he will destroy the platforms you're on, and getting the timing down on dropping the death moves into the cannons can be quite a challenge. Especially when you are constantly trying to avoid Nahatoom's attacks. Now, I was thinking about Nahatoom's name and thinking, well, what's the root of that? And I can't quite find it, and I don't know whether I'm quite accurate in making the assumption, but I don't know if it has something to do with nihilism, which is basically the rejection of all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless, and merging that with tomb, obviously place of death, where you're placed after you've died. But then that would get you to Nihitoom rather than Nahatoom. And yeah, I'm not quite sure where the Naha bit comes from in terms of anything. Because the only thing that I can find for Naha is that it is a place in Japan, as are so many things. And yeah, it's not being pleasant, which is really, really irritating. But doesn't really matter now because Nahatoom has been defeated. We've just got to do the last hit, and it's going to be so epic.
ューポーキューポーキューポークロパラムマニパラム
Oh, it's just so cute, and now I'm about to get my heart broken in pieces.
マニラフキューポー
Musically, we had Advent, Peaceful Moment, I'm on your side, and now we get the absolutely heartbreaking farewell as Klonoa's about to find out the truth about everything.
クワキャフィマニアフィベコフクロアニュシュピシュポシュピパピピプパピパプピシュピピパプピプピププピプパワルシュプピピパプピプピプワワニラフィマパルテンラフマニラフィワフシュピシュピシュピシュピシュポシュポシュピピポピパラムララムララムラシュピプピパパシュピシュピピプガディシュピシュピプピパプピプピプププピプシュピピパシュプレフィプピシュピシュピワフフィアラプレムラプレムクロアシュポシュポ
Oh, that just breaks my heart every single time. Because it's such a bittersweet ending. You've worked so hard, you've saved everything, and then you find out that Klonoa was brought to this world from another, and he has to go back. And then just seeing such a sad cutscene while the beautiful resurrection plays, it's just heartbreaking. And then we get the equally melancholy staff roll. And really, I think it just sums up that Klonoa, Daughter Phantom and the remake are so much more interesting than I think so many people initially gave it credit for. Like, obviously when people looked at it, they saw kiddie game, simple platformer. It's not for me. But actually, it's got a fascinating story to tell that doesn't shy away from dark themes and moments, and uses them to tell a quite engaging story over its relatively short runtime. And despite the fact that the gameplay itself is admittedly relatively simple, it's really fun because you've got all the uniqueness of going into and out of the background, and the whole using enemies to platform and attack. It's been done before, but it's just really satisfyingly done here. Also, visually, it's so cute and fun and adorable and light-hearted, and I can't help but love it. And love the character of Klonoa, and Hupo's adorable, and I will always have a very special spot in my heart for Klonoa, because obviously it was one of the earliest games that I experienced in some form back in the PS2 days with Lunatea's Veil on that demo disc, and then I got to do this particular game on my channel all those years ago, and now I've finally completed it again. And so yeah, it's special to me, and I think it always will be. And so, as the credits come to a close, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you will join me in the extras, but if not, I will see you next time for the next playthrough. See you then.